AITA for not letting my sister's boyfriend use hot sauce? Every Sunday my family rotates who makes dinner. One day it's my wife and I. The next time is my sister and her boyfriend. The next my mom and dad. And then finally my grandmother. With our busy lives, this day is important to us because besides holidays, we wouldn't be able to meet up and chat or eat without it. We come from an Italian family but are in Canada. My mom was born there. I was here. I take my food very seriously. Especially Italian food. And double especially because my Nonna is eating with us. I spent all day preparing dinner and when we sat down to eat, my sister's boyfriend is humming and hawing saying my meal is missing something. He said he needs hot sauce and starts walking to my fridge. All I have is Frank's and sriracha. I like hot sauce, too, but I don't dare mix cuisines like that. So I stopped him saying I'd appreciate if he enjoyed my meal as it is. He said it's no big deal. And in a way it isn't. But also in many ways it is. I told him at the very least, I have some Calabrian chili oil he can use. Or dried chili flakes. Then it would at least still be Italian. He insists on sriracha, and I declined him. He escalated it and said he was going to go to the store and buy his own bottle and return if that's the case. And I said by all means. He left. We finished up dinner. And we called it an early night. Everyone is putting their coat and shoes on as he returns. And he's pissed. Was I tall? My sister is on my side if it matters. But this has been a fight all day yesterday between them because he wants my sister on his side. Not mine. They've been dating only 3 months. Edit. If it matters. I made carbonara, bruschetta, and then for mains, which he didn't get to yet, was a seafood platter in red sauce. My wife and I are 34, 35 respectively. My sister and boyfriend are 23, 22 respectively. Esh. Policing how someone likes their food is a bad look. My husband likes ketchup on his scrambled eggs. I think he must have a demon whispering lies into his ear. But that's his right to let the demon lead him astray. I like hot sauce, too. But I don't dare mix cuisines like that. You say this like you think you'll also invite a demon into your home. Chill. It's hot sauce. However, I feel like the boyfriend's comment, something is missing, is pretty rude on his part. All he'd have to say is that he prefers his food spicy. Critiquing the meal was uncalled for. I'm also pretty baffled by his insisting on going to the store to purchase hot sauce. That's just absurd. You'd think if hot sauce were such a priority, he'd keep it in his back pocket or something. Honestly, you both sound exhausting, and I feel bad for your sister. Take it from an old-fashioned Italian mama with an Italian mama and 2 nanas who came to the US through Ellis Island. You're an ass. Italian hospitality isn't just about the food. It's also about the comfort of your guests. I kinda wish I could spell the Italian words running through my mind. But it's probably best that I can't. YTA. You're gonna be shocked when you find out the very dish you made was a blend of cuisines that would have been unrecognizable to your ancestors just a few centuries ago. YTA. YTA. Would you have rather he eat it and not enjoy it? YTA. I'm a 16-year veteran of the hospitality industry. I've worked in kitchens from dive bars up through multiple Michelin stars. I've opened many restaurants and took my first head chef position 8 years ago. People have different palates requiring different levels of seasoning. If a customer asks you for salt, you give it to them. If they request hot sauce, we make our own in-house and offer it as well. The arrogance and lack of gracious hospitality you've shown is mind-blowing. YTA. Because as a host you were putting your pride in your cooking over the enjoyment of the food of the Guest also, have you tried his version? Maybe he did improve the taste of it. Maybe it didn't. But you never know until you try it. YTA. You just sound pretentious and it kinda bugs me. You make a bland meal and prevent people from making additions? Do you control the salt and pepper too? YTA. You don't get to gatekeep how people eat. Even if you don't agree with it. You don't decide it if he can or can't put hot sauce on it. Or ketchup on your ribeye steak. Or barbecue sauce on your Parmesan chicken. You're a horrible host. I take my food very seriously. Oh, get off it. Gordon Ramsay. You sound completely insufferable. My sister is on my side if it matters. Yep, it does. She's in awe, too. YTA. God. One of those Italians. Look, people like food differently. And if he wanted to add some hot sauce, let him. You're all adults. YTA. I get it. I enjoy cooking, and when I have people over, I go that extra mile. But I'm not arrogant about it. You handled it with arrogance and you were a snob. A horrible host. YTA. He's not asking to put it on everyone's food, just his own. Stop gatekeeping food, lol. Seeing what you made, I don't understand why would have wanted hot sauce. But still, Esh. You for not letting him, and him for actually leaving to get it. I'm going against grain and saying NTA. You clearly put a lot of thought and work into the meal, and while maybe you take yourself too seriously, I think you're allowed to take your cooking seriously. You'd think you were oppressing his human rights by denying him hot sauce by the way people are acting here. I think the boyfriend was being more rude. I wouldn't dream of going to my host's fridge looking for sauces to put on a homemade meal when the host clearly doesn't like it. If this was someone really close to you, I'd say you were being an ass, but he barely knows you and should have some manners. YTA. It's not that deep. I'm Italian as well, but I just like my food with more of a kick to it. No need to get offended over it and make it a big deal. Listen, I'm also a Canadian Italian, and we also do weekly family dinners at my grandpa's. The man can cook. I'm sure you know how it is. He makes everything himself and prides himself on it, as he absolutely should. Any of my friends I've ever brought for dinner says he makes the best food. I also love hot sauce. So much so I got a hot sauce tattoo. You're not an asshole for asking him to try it as is, or for offering him chili flakes, oil. However, you are an asshole for the absolutely absurdly pretentious way you wrote this, spoke to your sister's boyfriend. People like different things. Maybe you're not as good of a cook as you think you are. The whole "but I'm Italian" thing makes you sound pompous and honestly insufferable. If you can't handle people liking things in a different way from yourself, why are you cooking for people? YTA for trying to micromanage a meal. And for the micromanagement alone, I would never eat with you again. Chef here. Your glorification of the supposed hard rules of dishes that were developed from whatever people had access to in a country that your generations removed from is dumb. You shouldn't take food so seriously. And in cooking, rules are always meant to be broken. YTA. Let people eat how they want to eat. YTA. The guy wants hot sauce. What do you care that it's not Italian? I'm sure a bunch of people in Italy would bemoan your cooking as not true Italian. The stated mission of the meal was to get everyone together. Not for you to decide what is and isn't acceptable to eat. Stop taking yourself so seriously. If he wants hot sauce, let him eat it. Chill out. YTA. What do you care if he puts hot sauce on his own food? That's super weird. I think it's only fair to go with Esh. You for gatekeeping Italian food and being so rigid. Relax. Him wanting to use hot sauce is not a knock on you. It's about him. Him for actually leaving a dinner with his GF's family to get hot sauce. Probably won't stick around for long. YTA can't believe you're in your 30s. You sound childish. Let people eat however and whatever they like. You're also a terrible host. Your job as a host is to make sure your guests are comfortable and happy, not to be bossy and controlling of minute details such as these. Please grow up.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.